are going to talk about predation. So we are talking about the population interaction and we have already talked about at least 4 different population interactions till now. आज हम बात करेंगे predation के बारे में. So we already know about the definition very well. Here it is represented by plus minus sign. Plus because there is a predator which will eat the prey. So there are two different components, a predator and a prey. Predator वो है जो prey को खाएगा. So predator will kill the prey for its food. So the predator is getting its food, so it will be benefited. And since the prey is getting died in this particular mechanism, so it will be obviously harmed. So the population interaction is denoted by plus and minus sign respectively. Plus sign is for predator and minus sign is for prey. Right? And in this process the prey got killed. Now it can be visualized in different kind of terms. Let's talk about the energy transfer. The very first thing is that how the energy which is formed by photosynthesis in plants is actually transferred to rest of the members. If a herbivore, let's say there is a herbivore who is feeding on plant, then he is also a kind of predator, because in this term also the things that he is eating are obviously killed. At a very broad category it is predation. Basically they are kept in a separate category which are called as herbivores, लेकिन कुछ हद तक, right, not in all the terms they are predating, but in certain extent, in certain examples, they are also behaving like predators where the whole plant is taken for the energy purpose. After that, if there is some bird which is eating seed, that is also kind of predation. There are very small examples which can be taken or can be viewed as predation. They are not necessarily predation, but when we talk about the broad range of ecological things, तब हम उनको predation बोल सकते हैं. Not generally. Predation बोलते ही हमारे दिमाग में क्या आता है? यार एक शेर है, there is a tiger or there is a lion who is feeding on deer. That is the basic thing that we understand from the term predation. But in any of the thing where the organism is getting killed and it is getting consumed by the other organism, then it is basically termed as predation. Right? So हमें basic definition याद रखनी है. हालांकि this is the correct term which totally describes about the predation phenomena. So यहाँ पर क्या होता है? Energy transfer होती है. If there is an autotroph, so autotroph will have some energy which will be transferred to the herbivorous organisms. Herbivorous simply means the organisms which used to feed on plants. After that, it will be given to the carnivore. Because this carnivore will eat this animal. Now this carnivore will be consumed or eaten by top carnivore. Top carnivores are basically lions, leopards, tigers, जो बहुत ही ज़्यादा मतलब कि हर कार्निवोर को खा सकते हैं. Basically these are known as top carnivore. So basically the cycle starts from the plants, then they are consumed by the herbivores, then they are going to be consumed by carnivores, and after that they are going to be consumed by top carnivores. So the cycle will go in a particular fashion, it cannot be reversed. And this is the most important point. For example, यहाँ पर समझ लीजिए एक टाइगर है. We are talking about a 3-step process only. There is a tiger, there is a deer, and there is a plant. So deer is eating plant and tiger is eating deer. But the deer cannot eat tiger at all. The plant cannot eat deer. So it is one-way pathway. It cannot be reversed. It cannot move from one direction to the other one in reverse direction. ये उल्टी तरफ नहीं चल सकती. So it is surely unidirectional pathway. इस तरीके से हम लोग इस चीज को समझ सकते हैं. So the very first point in predation, that it is basically involved in energy transfer. That if some organism has some energy, then it will be transferred to the next ones. वो आगे बाकी लोगों तक पहुंचाई जाएगी. ओके, इन अ पर्टिकुलर सीक्वेंस बिकॉज इट कैन नॉट बी रिवर्स। सो वो जो सीक्वेंस है वो मेंटेन करना बहुत जरूरी है और इसलिए यहां पर ये एनर्जी ट्रांसफर में काम आता है। द सेकेंड थिंग इज पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल। समटाइम इफ द प्रे used to reproduce at a very higher rate then it cause ecological instability, right? So to control the population of prey, the predator used to kill them and the predator used to consume them as its food. That's why it basically controls the population of a particular organism or a particular prey. So prey की जो population है उसको control करेगा predator if it is causing instability. ओके, एक एग्जांपल मैं बताता हूं आपको बायोलॉजिकल कंट्रोल का। इन सम ऑफ द एग्जांपल्स इट इज सीन दैट इफ देयर इज नो प्रेडेटर द प्रे विल बी कॉजिंग इंस्टेबिलिटी एंड इट विल बी ओवरस्प्रेडेड। फॉर एग्जांपल द प्रिकली पियर कैक्टस। द प्रिकली पियर कैक्टस लुक समवट लाइक दिस। यहां पे कांटे वाटे होते हैं। ओके, दिस प्रिकली पियर कैक्टस इज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया इन 1920s। सो 1920 के दौर में ऑस्ट्रेलिया में प्रिकली पियर कैक्टस को जो है इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया। बट सिंस इट वाज द न्यू प्लेस टू प्रिकली पियर कैक्टस, सो देयर विल बी नो प्रेडेटर ऑब्वियसली। अगर एक नेटिव प्लेस है कैक्टस की तो वहां पर उसका प्रेडेटर भी होगा। इफ कैक्टस इज बिलोंगिंग टू अ नेटिव प्लेस देन दैट नेटिव प्लेस विल बी श्योरली हैविंग कैक्टस एज वेल एज इट्स प्रेडेटर व्हिच इज कंट्रोलिंग इट्स रिप्रोडक्टिव रेट। But now the cactus is introduced to a very new place, and when it is introduced to a new place, the predator is not present at the new place at all. So the prickly pear cactus will be overspreaded. It will be reproduced at a phenomenal rate because we do not have any kind of predator to stop its growth or its reproduction. हमारे पास कोई भी predator नहीं है जो कि उसकी ग्रोथ को स्टॉप कर पाए, तो वहां पर क्या होगा, बहुत बुरे तरीके से जो है prickly pear cactus फैल जाएगा, राइट? सो कैक्टस क्या हुआ, काफी ज्यादा हजारों हेक्टेयर्स में फैल गया। हाउ टू कंट्रोल इट? बेसिकली द कंट्रोलिंग एजेंट ऑफ प्रिकली पियर कैक्टस इज अ मोथ। वी हैव इंट्रोड्यूस्ड दिस मोथ टू दिस प्लेस। दैट मोथ हैज कंज्यूम्ड ऑल द कैक्टस एंड दिस population is controlled with the help of this moth. So what is the case basically? This is place A, this is place B. This place A is having moth and cactus, okay, prickly pear cactus. Now this cactus is growing at a limited rate because moth is controlling its population. I have taken some cactus and placed it to place B. Now here is no moth in place B, so it will reproduce at a very higher rate and it will be spreaded in the whole region. How to control it? I'll take the moth and I'll also introduce that moth in place B. It will surely consume it and it will regulate its growth. It will control its population. So this is the phenomena of population control when इट इज कॉजिंग इंस्टेबिलिटी। सो जब इंस्टेबिलिटी हो जाती है उस टाइम पे पॉपुलेशन को कंट्रोल करना बहुत जरूरी है। दैट इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय द प्रेडेटर। नाउ बायोलॉजिकल कंट्रोल, इट इज समहाउ रिलेटेड टू द एग्जांपल। बायोलॉजिकल कंट्रोल सिंपली मींस इफ यू वांट टू कंट्रोल एनी ऑफ द एजेंट, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से इन क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन देयर आर सम इंसेक्ट्स व्हिच यूज्ड टू हार्म द क्रॉप। नाउ इफ यू वांट टू कंट्रोल अ स्पेसिफिक इंसेक्ट ओनली, because some of the insects are also very necessary, okay, to maintain the ecosystem. They are not exactly harming our crop at all. So we need to kill only specific insect. To kill that specific insect, we used to take some predator which will kill or which will feed on a specific insect only. That is basically called as biocontrol. Biocontrol simply means using living organisms to kill the living organisms, right? So हम क्या करेंगे, एक ऐसा कीड़ा लेके आएंगे या फिर कुछ भी ऐसा लेके आएंगे जो कि एक स्पेसिफिक इंसेक्ट को ही किल करे, बिकॉज वी नीड ऑल अदर रिमेनिंग इंसेक्ट्स फॉर मेंटेनिंग द स्टेबिलिटी, इकोलॉजिकल स्टेबिलिटी. So we need to kill the specific insect, so we will take the predator for that specific insect and we will introduce it to the place. उस जगह आने के बाद वो जो predator है वो उस इंसेक्ट को मार देगा, हमारी क्रॉप्स जो है बिल्कुल सलामत रहेंगी, क्योंकि बाकी इंसेक्ट क्रॉप को हार्म नहीं कर रहे हैं, राइट। सो दिस इज अबाउट द बायोलॉजिकल कंट्रोल. Now maintain species diversity. This is the most important point. This will also maintain the species diversity, because some of the time, what is the function of a predator? Sometimes it used to reduce the competition between various species. Okay, it used to reduce the competition between various species. For example, there is A, B, C, D, E and many other species. So the A is killing or harming many of the species. Let's say this is the predator called Z. If this predator will kill A, then all these will be automatically increased. So to maintain the diversity, it is very important कि वहां पर कोई predator हो. There is a specific example in American Pacific coast. There is pisaster. Pisaster is a starfish basically. So when this starfish is experimentally removed from the American Pacific coast, different type of organisms are diminished. They got extinct. Okay. They got extinct. Why? Because of the competition. So this predator is basically removing or reducing the competition. If there will be no predator, if this predator or pisaster starfish is removed, the A will, surely harm all these things, and there will be competition. And due to that competition for same resources, this A will also be harmed. Not all the A will get proper food. Some of the A will also be harmed. So क्या होगा कि सभी species में there will be interspecific competition. Due to that interspecific competition between the members of different species, the all will be having some sort of loss, and due to that loss, all of them will be at an urge of extinction. सारे के सारे extinction की तरफ बढ़ते चले जाएंगे. So it is very important to have a predator which will control the population. ये क्या करेगा? ना कि सिर्फ A को खाएगा. Let's say ये A को भी थोड़े members A के खा रहा है, थोड़े members B के खा रहा है, थोड़े members C के खा रहा है. So it will reduce the competition. If the number of A, B, C, D, E is maintained, there will be no competition between them. Because if the less number is maintained for each of the following species, they will be having great resources. Competition कब है? जब सारे के सारे बहुत अच्छे तरीके से survive करते हैं और सबको food चाहिए, उस टाइम पे competition होता है. If a predator is present, then it will control the population of all these different organisms. And if the population is controlled, then there will be limited number of organisms over there which can feed on food. If there will be no predator, the number of these species will increase, but the food is still limited. So there will be interspecific competition, and due to that competition, ये सारे extinction की तरफ बढ़ जाएंगे. So this is the first part of this video, since predation is a very long topic and one complicated topic as well. So I have decided to complete this topic in 2 videos. So this is the first one. Let's revise the whole topic first. Energy transfer. The plants will surely make some food. That food will be transferred to the things which are eating plants, that is herbivorous. So the autotrophs will be eaten by herbivores. Those herbivores are consumed by carnivores, and those carnivores will be consumed by the top carnivores. So there will be a particular sequence and energy transfer accordingly. After that, population control. When the prey is causing ecological instability due to its very large number, it is a responsibility of predator to control that, right? As in case of prickly pear cactus, firstly the prickly pear cactus is introduced in Australia, which is spreaded at a very phenomenal rate. After that, a moth is also introduced in that area to control it. So predator is very important to control the growth, and this phenomena is also utilized in case of biological control, जिससे कि हम एक specific insect की growth या फिर किसी भी particular organism की growth रोक सकें with the help of its predator. Then species diversity is also maintained by the predator, because the predator used to reduce the competition. If there will be no predator, then all the different kind of species will grow at phenomenal rate, and if they will reproduce, their number will increase. but the food resources are limited. So for that limited food resource, all these species will compete and they will be extincted. But if there will be a predator, it will maintain the constant number of organisms so that all of them can get food and the ecological stability is maintained. Okay, so this is basically about the predation. In the next video, we are going to talk about the remaining aspect of predation. If you really got the video, then hit like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for sure. Thank you so much.